Started. Hello everyone. This is Kiran here. I am based out at Bangalore. I am an alumni of IIT Kharagpur, and currently I work with a technology digital healthcare platform. Almost close to 6 years, more than 6 years, I've been into the corporate, as well as definitely a lot of other things which I am into. And peak impact mentorship is one of the passion area which I was connected with Vijay long back, and that is where here I am completely mentored by Vijay and the vision of impacting 1 lakh people in effective communication and life skills. So this was a journey. This was the reason why the reason we got started with. And book club was an initiative which just started exactly 1 year back through PIM again, where we used to do a lot of weekend sessions where Vijay used to be part of professional speaking, and he's a keynote speaker. He was a John C. Maxwell certified coach, executive director at John C. Maxwell. He's also a Tony Robbins certified coach and whatnot. So Vijay himself has invested completely on coaching and mentoring for past 10 to 12 years. He had done multiple business. He came out of his job 6 years back. And for past 2.5 years, officially, we have, I think, close to 2 years now. July 2019 is when we launched PIM. Until then, we have been improving, we have been learning and growing and then impacting people. So the goal is quite simple. And book club is an initiative out of PIM. So we started to give this book club as a complimentary benefit for people who are attending in the weekend sessions, which is generally a paid sessions. And that is where people get a complimentary session of 8 to 10 weeks of book club, so that they can really use this system, use this platform to really apply those learnings, which is where we all fail most of the time. And there are a lot of books, a lot of motivational speakers out in the market. The biggest challenge which we all generally, even I used to face, is that how do we really connect with the content to our personal life and relate? How do we apply and learn? And that was really missing. How to ask Google then? Shall we ask Google कि Google हमको सिखा दे भाई कैसे apply करें life में? Unfortunately अभी तक तो technology develop नहीं हुआ है. I'm sure कुछ ना कुछ तो हो ही जाएगा. But till then, we realized that coaching and mentoring is something which is definitely important for all of us. And that was an idea behind it, to start with the book club and with a fundamental syllabus of 4 to 5 books, just not to confuse anyone, which covers multiple aspects of life. It could be Think and Grow Rich. It could be How to Win Friends and Influence People. It could be What to Say When You Talk to Yourself. It could be Rich Dad, Poor Dad. And also it could be Magic of Thinking Big. And we created a syllabus out of it so that people who don't have habit of reading book also, they can get started, just a simple step, and then create that difference in their life, and which is when the transformation spreads to others as well. So this is about it. I was definitely not alone. I'm nothing without all of you guys. Initially when we started, we were with Karthik, Sahana, we were with my parents as well. We were with my chachu, Dilip chachu, and also Revati, and all these people came across. We have Supra Bharat also, who really contributed a lot. They also run their own independent book club, and a lot of other people, Bhushan, Lalita ji. There's so many people because of which it was successful, and it is running successfully. So that's about it. And Karthik will play a short video, a teaser of what kind of sessions we do in the weekend, which is a paid session, and you will get a glimpse of one of the topic which Vijay speaks. So Karthik, why don't you quickly play that, and then we'll get started with the book club.
Law of trade-off says you have to give up to grow up. The question we all had been asked from our childhood is what? तुम बड़े होके क्या बनोगे, right or not? Now people will introduce, I am an engineer. No, you are a human being. You are not an engineer, you are a human being. What should I do? What is my passion? What will drive me? Not easy answer. That's why I recommended this book, Desire chapter from Think and Grow Rich. I said you are confused because you are seeing your present and writing your desire. I said forget your present for some time and forget what is your present. वो सब बाद में देखेंगे. सोच ही नहीं रहा vision. What is vision? मेरे को salary आ जाएगी, एक घर ले लेंगे. That is not the vision I am talking about. That is not the vision I am talking. You will find struggles in your life. Life is all about struggles. When you struggle, people behave two ways. One, अरे यार कब छुटकारा मिलेगा? That is going through it. Some people grow through it. यार इससे कितना कुछ सीख सकता हूँ मैं? I can grow it. How much can I grow out of it? We always don't get what we want. We get what we choose. Human beings cannot stay lonely. They are scared. Why they are scared? Because they want to find happiness from external world, not from within. You will never see as that you are changing and you are losing. Change is always personal, change is possible, and change is profitable.
Thank you so much, Karthik. In fact, I was thinking what video Karthik will play. Exactly servo mechanism काम कर रही है. Karthik ने law of trade-off पे डाला, which is what even I was thinking. Awesome, amazing. Servo mechanism works. Superb. So just to get started with the book club, the theme of the book club is pretty simple. So there are a set of topics which is that are assigned in align with those 4-5 set of books. If you've already finished those 4-5 set of books with us in the journey, then definitely you can pick other books and also bring some other topics which is aligned to the vision. And you'll be getting 2.5 close to maximum 3 minutes to share your content or share your learnings in last 1 week, whatever have you read through those books, and you can share your experiences, and the freedom is yours the way you want to express, so it can add value to all of us. And there is one thing, so I think Girija will showcase you once you are reaching your end of the timer. He will share a short screen which will help you to understand that you have to wrap up, you have to summarize your talk so that other can also speak coming after you. So this is a basic theme, and we have a list of speakers already. So this speaker list are already predefined 1 or 2 days back already, and then that is why we are able to manage things in a better way. Okay, so just to start our proceedings, I think Girija himself sent me a message. So people, you can also raise your hands who have prepared your topic so that I can just see and call you. And one good thing is that if you have something good for any particular speaker, do compliment genuinely so that that speaker will have that good self-confidence increasing step by step, and he can improve as well. And coming to your introduction, you can share your basic short intro in the chat box. I will also call you in the front to introduce yourself to the team in between, maybe around after half an hour, 45 minutes. And that way you can also share your introduction to us as well. Okay, so let's get started. Girija, I'll just spotlight you. You can go ahead and you can set your, I don't know how will you set your own timer. Karthik, you can set Girija's timer meanwhile. Okay. All right.
Thanks, Kiran. What if you get the software of the successful people that you who are your role models? What if I download all the softwares and pass on to you? It will be of huge benefit, right? So this is a series of topic, a series of softwares that I'm going to pass on you in the next 9 sessions. And what is that exactly? So it is about how successful people think, right? So a person who knows how may always have a job, but the person who knows why will always be his boss. Those who develop the process of good thinking, like successful people, can rule themselves in even in difficult circumstances. Why that thinking is required? It can do many things for you, right? It can generate more revenue for yourself. It can solve many problems. It can create new opportunities. But what that good thinking of the successful people consists of? What are the ingredients of that? There are 11 ingredients, which I am going to cover in 11 sessions. First is cultivating big picture thinking. Second is engage in focused thinking. Third is harness creative thinking. Fourth is employ realistic thinking. Fifth is utilize strategic thinking. Sixth is explore possibility thinking. Seventh is learn from reflective thinking. Eighth is question popular thinking. Ninth is benefit from shared thinking. 10th is practice unselfish thinking. And 11th is rely on bottom line thinking. Now I'm going to cover the first one today. How to and why cultivate the big picture thinking. We have to think anyway, right? So why not think big? But why? Because it allows you to lead others. You will be ahead of others. It keeps you on track of your target, and you will not be caught up in the mundane. And it promotes teamwork. Many in a team, those who understand the big picture can work together and integrate it well. And it helps you chart uncharted territory also sometimes. But how to develop that big picture thinking? So don't strive for certainty. Think broadly. juggle through contradicting ideas in the brain. Second is learn from every experience, whether it is a success or failure, both. Third is gain insight from a variety of people. Talk to people who care about you, who knows their field, are specialized in it, who bring experience deeper and broader than you. Give permission to yourself to expand your world. You will have to go against the flow of the world. Society wants to keep you in boxes, but don't be that. Most people are married mentally to the status quo, so you have to beat that. They Most people want what was, not what can be. That is a possibility thinking. And spend time with big thinkers who think better than you, right? So an iron sharpens another iron, right? So you have to spend time with big thinkers. Never forget that there is more out there in the world that than what you have experienced. Keep learning, keep growing, and keep looking at the big picture. Thank you.
Amazing topic for the start, Girija. I think that it sets the context superbly right, and wonderful points covered. Thank you so much for sharing. I'm super excited to go through the 10 other pointers which you'll be covering. Thank you so much. Great. So we'll move to the next speaker. Supra, you want to go next? Acha, I think Supra.
Sure, Kiran. Before I start with my topic, I just wanted to do a very small activity of 1 minute for everyone. If that is good, we can go first with that.
Sure.
And I can speak after a couple of speakers. That's what I want.
Okay, so do you want to do that right now, or shall I?
Yes, we can do that right now. We have good amount of speakers. Okay, I think all are started. I would like to see the faces of everyone when I'm doing this visualization technique. It's just a request to all of you. If possible, you can switch on your videos and you can close your eyes if possible. Okay, I'll get started, guys. Think of a sun in your left side of the eyesight. You have it. Let's assume you have a sheet of paper where you're going to paint. Left side there is a sun, and you're writing past there, right? P-A-S-T, past on that sun. Draw a vertical line from there, and you're writing time over there. The running time, T-I-M-E, whatever the time tick tick keeps going. Think about it, and where the arrow head is there, put one more sun over there and write future over there. So now you are visualizing two different sun. One is the past. You are the time here, and there is other sun, which is the future. So near the past sun, put a vertical arrow, which is your thoughts and your actions. Okay. Now put a horizontal arrow from the past to the future, and then write only thoughts. Thank you so much, guys. You can open your eyes. You just have to write that one sentence that came to your mind at that time when you were thinking this. You don't have to share. And if you are okay, you can share it over the chat. Anything is fine. Thank you so much.
Perfect. I'm super.
This is something from Egoless Mind. It's a wonderful book. And I just thought we'll try this technique and see what all of us come. When you do something with team, you get to know that how every single one has different thoughts into the same thinking, the same visualization, but so many outputs, right? Yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much, Kiran. We can start with the speakers. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Supra. I'll be waiting for the conclusion. Okay, great. So we'll move to the next speaker. I think we'll go with Uma. Uma, you're there?
Yeah, Kiran.
Okay, just a second. Yep, you can go ahead.
Kiran, do I have the permission to share the screen?
Yes. Uma, you have muted yourself. You can unmute.
Yeah. I have unmuted. Okay. So, hello guys. First, I want to share a small video. Is my screen visible?
Yes.
Okay. So, let's see the video.
Mother, there's no music, there is no sound. That is all right, right?
Sorry,
There is no sound. Actually, you have to enable the sound if you want the sound to happen.
how I can do that?
When you share the screen,
Okay.
just click the top option. There you'll get a share sound option.
I'm sorry. Just a minute.
You can just maybe in the you'll get some bar, right? That bar where you will see your screen is you're viewing your top bar will be there. Also, you can unshare and then reshare. While you're resharing, you will share. You will see that share sound.
Okay, just a minute. Kiran, can you just take another speaker? I will, figure it out
Sure.
meanwhile.
Cool. So we'll go with Manish. Manish, you are ready? I'll spotlight you.
Yeah,
Super. Go ahead, Manish.
yeah. Hello everyone, this is Manish here. I'm a bit nervous, but yeah, this is my first time I'm participating in this book club. So my today's topic is the power of your subconscious mind. So I have few points from this book which I want to tell here. So first point is the law of action and reaction. So your thought is action and the reaction is the automatic response from your subconscious mind. So whatever thought you impress on your subconscious mind, it will take it as a request and it will try to bring it into your experiences and real-time events. Second point, the subconscious mind does not argue controversially. So your subconscious mind does not take decision according to your thought. So like if you are thinking negative, it will not tell you like this is not correct for you, you should not think like this. So it will not take any decision. It will take this thought and it will create a belief system. So that will reflect in your experiences and in your real life events. Next point, yeah. Next is different reactions to the same suggestion. So different people react in different ways to the same suggestion because of their belief system. So suppose if I tell my friend like today you're looking very tired and I think you're not able to do this work. So with the same suggestion, he can reply in different manner. So like he can either laugh at me and say like, I'm not tired, I'm perfectly fine, I can do this. Or he can say like, he can accept my suggestion and he can say like, yeah, I'm tired and I cannot do this. So different people with a different belief system will react according to their thoughts, whatever they have experienced in past. Yeah. Next is you can always interfere with your like body functions with your thoughts, like with the thought of fear, anxiety. You can control all your body functions. Like if you have thought of harmony, happy, like confidence, then you can control it. So like when I started this, my heartbeat, like I can say I was not a normal, but when I participate here and when I try to explain something, so I have that confidence that I can, so that speaking, that public speaking fear, which I have, so with the same logic, I can take advantage of this. So with the same positive thoughts, I can control all this and I can take this in positive way. Yeah, that's all.
Amazing, amazing, Manish. The best part I liked is because taking the first step is always the difficult step. Definitely after this you must feel relief. चलो यार इतनी बड़ी बात नहीं है बोल सकते हैं क्या दिक्कत है. And you've also finished your talk within time. That is also one of the very good point of communicator. And as well as you summarized your talk in 3 different points, and it makes the talk look very simple. And you added your examples as well. It is really amazing, Manish. Thank you so much for sharing. Great. So we'll move to the next speaker then. Arif, you'll go next.
Yeah, definitely. I'm waiting for it.
Yeah, go ahead.
Cool. So I'm quoting a quote of a great Lord Buddha. He said, oh, what do you think you become? So in everyone's childhood, many of people think about becoming something astronaut or doing something. What I in my childhood, I believe I will become a doctor. So okay, let's become a doctor. Let's become a doctor. Let's all visualize we are a doctor. So the part of becoming doctor is you have to cure something. So let's cure. So what should we cure? Okay, we should cure the most common disease, and that is so serious disease. It's a disease of failure. So how to cure this disease of failure? So for the disease of failure, you must know that it's not coming from any outside thing, it's coming from your own self. I think it's become so serious, people are so serious. It's okay, let's make it less serious. I want all of you to think one successful person in your life whom you think he's so successful. Just think for a second, 1 or 2 seconds. Okay, so hope you all have thought of that person. So the joke is that person has 48 hours in his a day, not 24, 48. Yeah, it's a joke. No one can have 48 hours. But you think that person is so successful, even he has 24 hours. So when you think yourself you can't do something because you have no time, then think of that person. He don't have 48 hours, he have only 24 hours. So this is the thing, this is the disease, that is the your excuse. A lot of people excuse that I don't have luck, I don't have a good health, I don't have a money, I don't have a supportive people, I don't have supportive family, I don't come from such background, I'm not intelligent, I'm not capable. Is it that thing which are stopping you, or is it you? I think it's you. So you need to cure your attitude towards yourself. It's okay uh, to be scared of something. It's okay, but you have to set your goal, you have to aim for that goal, and you have to go on. There will be a lot of walls you will hit and you will come back, but you have to think about that prize which you're going to win, and you have to focus on that and you have to move ahead. That's why what you think you become. So it's not just a quote, it's a very deep, you have to understand it. So you have to believe that. So these are the diseases you have to, like, you have to leave them, you have to cure them to become successful in your life. That's all. Thank you guys. Sorry, I was a little nervous.
That's all right, Arif. I think we got the excuse wala part of it. Definitely, we won't give excuse not to speak. And you also spoke. Everyone should speak. No excuse at all. It's just a mind's cobweb. And wonderful. Doesn't matter how skilled or it doesn't matter who you are, but it is just you. You want to grow, and you can't give excuses to yourself. Amazing topic. Amazing speaker. Thank you so much, Arif, for sharing your talk. So we'll move to the next speaker. I think Uma is ready. Uma, I'll spotlight you. You can go next.
Okay. So let me share my screen again. So is my screen visible?
Yes, Uma, we can see your screen.
Okay. when you will see watching this video, what thoughts were in your mind? Like, so cool, he just got the idea about let's do medical records digitized, and they started coding and they got success and they created their company. So what we see always is a success story of any company, of any entrepreneur. But what do we don't know is the backstage story, the story where they also have struggled, they also faced failures. So today I want to share about the backstage story of Practo. The story is about two people, two friends, Shashank and Abhinav. How do they met? They met in NIT campus. There were one committee organized by one senior. He was just returned from a US internship, and he got a new word there. It was entrepreneurship. So at that time, that word was not famous in India, and he just wanted to spread awareness about entrepreneurship in India. So he started that committee, and Abhinav and Shashank joined the committee. How did they become friends from that committee? Because they had two common things. One was they were in same course, and the second was they were staying in the same hostel building. So that's how they became friends. So the first task for the committee was to educate themselves that what is entrepreneurship, because no one knew at that time. So they started attending many sessions, they started visiting many places, and that is also at their own expenses. And in the process of doing that, they realized that the end goal of life is not only campus placement. You can create your own path. So after thinking on that, they were thinking about many ideas. Like in the third year, they were thinking about lots of ideas. They were frustrated because they have so many thoughts, but they had no results to show. Meanwhile, in the third year, they worked upon so many ideas, approx 10 ideas. Among them, they failed at 9 ideas. And when they started working on 10th idea, they proposed that idea to some people. They said to them that this is bullshit, this is not going to work. And after listening to those people, they both also were thinking that this is not going to work and we should not implement that idea. But after that too, they started implementing idea and they got success. But how did they started implementing? At the first place they were thinking this will not work. So this is also is an interesting story, that how did they come up with the 10th idea implementation. But I will share it in next book club. This is what I wanted to share today. Over to you, Kiran.
मानना पड़ेगा उमा के बाद स्किल बढ़ते जा रहे हैं, मतलब क्यूरियोसिटी का प्रोजेक्ट इतना अच्छे से पेंट कर दिया, पीपल वाज एक्साइटेड टू लिसन द होल स्टोरी। देन वहाँ पे प्यार से बोला कि चलो अगले अगले बुक में पता चलेगा पार्ट 2। Really, this is one thing is I really see every time you improve in this area, creating curiosity. Amazing, Uma. Thank you so much for sharing your thoughts.
Thank you, Kiran.
So we'll move to the next speaker, Mohini. I'll spotlight you. You can go next.
Yeah, so hi everyone, this is Mohini. I think for this year, this is my first talk, but I've given a lot in 2020. So yeah, so here today I'll be talking about Rich Dad Poor Dad. So what all learnings I have learned from this book, and what are the key learnings which I have from this book for you all. So Rich Dad Poor Dad, it's just not about the financial aspect. It just doesn't talk about only assets and the liability section of your balance sheet, but it also talks about so much more for your life. So the first point which I really enjoyed reading was that you have a power of spirit which you need in order to achieve anything in your life. So what do you mean by power of spirit? So if you want to start something like waking up early or doing an exercise, you need to question yourself that what is the why do you want to start it. Once you have that why clear, and that why is so powerful that it will make you get up in the morning and do whatever you want, only then you'll be able to do something really good and you'll be able to achieve that the way you want it. So first thing is that you need to identify the power of spirit, that what is your reason. Second thing is that as mentioned by the earlier speakers also, that we need to make a clear choice, right? Whatever we do with our day-to-day activities is very much important. So if you look at the successful people, you can see that they follow a routine, they follow some set of habits. So those habits makes you successful. Whatever you do consistently every single day makes a difference. Even if you give half an hour to that particular thing, it makes a difference. So you need to be careful with what choices you make. Then the third point is that you need to choose your friends carefully. Now, whenever you like, suppose this association where we are in, right? So we get to learn a lot from each other. Like we all are reading same books, but we have a lot of learnings from each other. The experience we share with each other, it's amazing. So you need to choose your friends carefully. So you need to have a balance. Like you should not be the master of your group. You should have a balance of both the mix and match of the people. Then the fourth thing is that you need to master a formula and be prepared to learn a new one. So if I share my example, so I wanted to do something, I really want to do something in psychology side. So I started an Instagram page, and I was posting some quotes, and I was talking to some people and learning from their experiences. But then I realized that growing in Instagram is little not that straightforward. Like it's not very organic, because your posts will be there for a day, your stories will be there for a day. So I learned those things, first of all, that how to do marketing on Instagram. And then I realized that no, maybe this is not the right platform where I can grow. So I need to learn another platform, how it should be. So that's the need of an hour, especially during this COVID time. We have realized that just having one skill might not be helpful. And if you see that that skill is not helping you out, so definitely just revisit it and learn different things. So that's the fourth point which I really learned from this book. And the fifth thing is that we need to build our relationships. We need to get mentors. We need to get coaches in our life. When we were in schools, we were in college, we used to have our teachers guiding us, teaching us. But life is not like that, right? So it's not just limited to your colleges and your schools. So here I think in PIM we are getting good lot of speakers, and the coaches, the mentor Vijay himself, he teaches us a lot, mentors us a lot. So we have to be associated with such organizations and be connected with them so that you learn and you keep growing in that area. And last but not the least, you need to have a giver's mentality. So just imagine, you just share half chapati from your plate to your family member. You feel that, you feel so good. If you give a biscuit to a dog, you feel so good. So that's the power of, giving. So when you give it back to the society, you get the real happiness, not by, buying things. So keep that mentality open and have that attitude so that you can grow and learn things. Yeah, that's all I had.
Amazing, superbly shared, Mohini. In fact, Girija was texting me that you're so calm and composed that it was feeling like, मतलब ऐसा लग नहीं रहा था कोई starting वाला बंदा भी बोल रहा है, but you were projecting that confidence while you're speaking, while being very calm and composed. That is really amazing quality, which I think Girija pointed out. So
Thank
amazing.
you, Kiran. Thank you, Kiran.
And thank you so much for sharing your story. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Great. So before we go to the next series of this book club, I think we're already 9:40. So we'll quickly take now Karthik and Sahana, and then we'll go with introduction, and then we'll take the next set of speakers. So Karthik, you can go ahead. I'll spotlight you.
Yeah, Kiran. Are you able to hear me?
Yeah, loud and clear.
Okay. So today I'm going to give a small intro about this book, Psycho Cybernetics. I hope you're able to see by Maxwell Maltz. So I think like Vijay was sharing this book to all the coaches in our last meeting. So I knew psycho killers and knew psycho thrillers, but I was thinking, what is the psycho cybernetics, right? So when I was seeing the word, like what does the cybernetics means? Like it seems in the Greek word, like it's like a helmsman, like who is steering his ship to the port, right? So if you in science, it seems like whatever machines or people they want, what they are trying to communicate, like what information they're trying to communicate. So here Maxwell in this book wants to speak about our goals, right? What it takes to achieve our goals, that is and the end outcome. Of course the peace of mind is that one of the main outcome at the end. So he tells like actually Maxwell, you don't believe, he is a plastic surgeon. Okay, he's not actually an author. Yeah, he's an author of this book, but by profession he's a plastic surgeon. So he used to change faces, right? So we have seen, I mean, when you change faces, it seems majority of the people, their self-image, self-esteem, self-confidence started increasing, it seems. So we usually think, okay, maybe by seeing war movie, or Sridevi has changed her nose, or Samantha has changed her nose. So we'll be seeing what happens just by changing the face or a nose, right? But it seems like it really improves a lot of self-image of that person. So if he had studied so much about this, being a plastic surgeon, how people are changing their personalities, when he thought of writing this book, he was actually hesitant, it seems, because he thought it might be unorthodox, or it can be, people may call it cult. But then he realized, you see, Einstein, he was not a mathematician, he was a physician. But sorry, he was not a physician, but he was a mathematician. But his contributions in mathematics made so many pet theories in physics upside down, right? If you also see Wright brothers, they are not aeronautical engineers, right? They are bicycle mechanics. Can you believe? And Madam Curie, like she has not done her MD, but she's a physicist, and she has a lot of added her contributions in field of medicine. So seeing these people, okay, he has written this book on so many concepts, his nuggets will definitely help us to see how we can reach our goal. That's how, like we have two personalities of people. Some are, they call success personalities, failure personalities. We have happy personalities, we have unhappy personalities. We have like disease prone personalities, we have healthy personalities. Why is that so? Even though it's positive thinking is common among people, why some people don't make it work, right? It works only for few people. Why is that actually? So because it matters what is the experience you have. If you have a lot of good experience in the past, where you have a lot of success stories to share, you will definitely be very positive and very successful in your future ventures or anything. But if you have so many failures in the past, those failures are haunting you, the information you see is like passive, but the experience was very much active in your mind, right? That's how your self-image is formed. Okay, so if you still have failures, or if you don't have the proper success things in your past, and if they are haunting you and stopping you to move ahead, wait for my next talk. I will definitely cover it. Thank you, Kiran.
Amazing, amazing. Speakers are going to the next level. Huh? Information isn't past, but information is passive, but your mind is having things active. What an amazing line. I'll again take the recording and just note it down. Superb line, Karthik. Thank you so much for amazingly covering this topic. I'll be waiting for the next talk. Great. Sana, you can go next.
Yeah, thank you, Kiran. So when Karthik was sharing, yeah, even before he told me all the celebrities' name, it was so automatic in my brain. Like, okay, yeah, these many people have actually changed their, look to increase their self-image. So today, I don't know, I am talking about what PIM can perform. I mean, what PIM can provide you. So last week I was talking about coaching. Definitely coaching is not free of cost. There is no free lunch. So there are different things that PIM definitely, I mean, PIM gives out to you that you can choose. And I'll be talking about the different workshops that PIM have until date. So I just like to share my screen. Okay, can you see my screen?
Yes, Sana.
Right. So I'll talk about the workshop, the time duration for that workshop, and also the price that is included for the workshop, because like I said, there's no free lunch. So the first one is effective communication workshop. This is a 12-weekend workshop, and this is going to be a very sensitive, I mean, very important topic, because we all, in our professional careers or anywhere we go, we want to talk or communicate the right way. It could be our body language, it could be our gestures, or anything that you want to convey the right way. So all of this requires a lot of communication skills, and here Vijay will be covering it for 12 weekends, and this will be for approximately 40,000 rupees, and this will be with a very smaller crowd. So when you take PIM workshops, it lasts like, I mean, it'll be to a larger crowd, like 500, 700 people. So obviously the personal attention that he could give us is a little, different. So when in effective communication workshop, it's about 15 to 20 people. So there's a lot more personal relationship and a lot of, direct nuggets. The second one is DISC with Career Impact Report. So DISC is something that, has changed my personality, at least to an extent, if not the complete way. It has definitely changed to an extent, because this DISC report tells what kind of a personality we are. So for example, we are a dominant personality or influencing personality, a steady and, or a compliant personality. So this stands for DISC. This with our career, when you mix it, it will actually give us the desired results. The reason being, if I'm one kind of a personality, and if I know what kind of the other personality that person is, I'll be able to deal better, and my desired output is a lot faster and better. So we struggle a lot with managers or people around in our offices and our workplace. So this career impact report definitely helps you to deal with the right person. The best part of this is you get 1 hour of Vijay's coaching. You can book a schedule with him when you take the DISC report, and this will be around 15,000, but trust me, these are worth lakhs and crores. The next one is Kiran's personalized coaching. So, Vijay's schedule is so busy, like Kiran was telling, he has his own venture. He has to involve himself in PIM. There are a lot of other activities that he's handling around. So, for him to give that one-on-one time is not that easy. And since Kiran is being directly coached and mentored by Vijay, it's like, the water from the tank is coming to the tap and directly coming to your, water filter. So it's that crisp, and it's more that one-on-one thing is a lot effective. Again, this is for 4 weekends, that is 1 month, and 6,000 rupees. Next one is your accountability and PGP tracker. We definitely discussed this a couple of weeks ago, and this tracker is about what goals you have in life and where you are currently. So Vijay talks about wheel of life, where we are in the current, where we are in every spoke of the wheel, and what shape it is in. Is it in the right, perfect wheel, or is it in a square or rectangle, or it's just a flattened tube? How your wheel is towards your goals. So this tracker is like an Excel sheet where you will be able to track your own accountability of what you are doing. So for example, participating in the book club, or it could be going live. I think Vijay covered in the self-image PIM workshop, where he was talking about, if you have to really come out of your fear, just go live. So when you track all of this, we can see how we have improved. And to do all of this, the most important thing is health. If you are healthy, you will be able to achieve everything much, much faster. And, health is wealth. So definitely this also is about 1 hour every day. This includes tips, exercises as well. And this is 1,000 per month. Sorry, I missed about PGP tracker. This is a 90 days program. And this is again 1,500 per month. Apart from all of this, Book Club is our complimentary platform, and PIM workshops, which happens every week, is another advantage. It's like a complimentary, again, that's for about 100 rupees every session. And this PIM workshop has leadership development, relationship improvement, conflict management, people skills, enabling. These are a few ones that Vijay covers. But the best part is you get so much of nuggets, because like I said, it's coming from the the horse's mouth, right? So the information that is delivered is very, very nice. So that's what I wanted to share. And yeah.
Amazingly covered. In fact, I was before Sana was sharing, we were thinking Vijay, Karthik were discussing who will be the right person to really share what we are offering, because many people are asking a lot of questions. Kiran, what are we doing? What are the paid workshops? What are unpaid things? And how are we running the show? Because nothing will happen for free, of course. And if you're running something in the back end, there has to be some monetary price so that at least we can run and survive and grow more to the next level. And then we realized who is the celebrity girl in our team who really has created a lot of impact. Then suddenly, then we all came into the picture. So Sana should speak. She really will create an impact. I'm sure she did the great job. Sana, it was like a professional advertisement. So amazingly done. Great. So we'll quickly go with the basic introduction. I think people who are new, so this is your turn right now. So before we go to the next batch of speakers, I want all of you who have never joined the book club with us, you can quickly unmute yourself and quickly share your name, profession, who invited you, or if you've joined from the meetup or whatever it is, you can share the name and person, where do you locate. Quick short intro would be great. So one by one, you can unmute and share. If possible, do switch on your video as well, because until you switch on the video, we won't know who you are.
Oh my God. Hey, Kiran, this is Ruben here. And today's the first day I'm here. I hope I'm, are you all audible to me? I guess.
You're audible. In case it is feasible, turn the video or it is fine. Yeah.
No, I'm not in the flexible to open the video because I'm in home or present. I'm not in the office. Maybe I'm so sorry. Maybe next time I can just completely, I can set up myself and then come to your camera and show off myself. It's not a big deal for me. At this time, it's very hard to show. I'm really sorry about it. And basically, I'm an Amazon seller here, and I'm from Chennai. So every day we can just sit here and you guys know about me, more about myself. Anyway, thanks a lot for taking me inside. Thanks a lot again.
Thank you, Ruben. And who invited you, Ruben?
I came here.
Okay, is it from the meetup link? You've received the link?
It's a meetup link. Yes, it is.
I think then that is where I think I must have put it, so you can connect later. Great.
Sure.
Thank you, Ruben. So we'll go next. Who's next? You can quickly unmute and share your intro.
Yeah, hi Kiran.
Hey, hi Raksha. Go ahead.
Yeah, so hello everyone. My name is Raksha and I'm a student actually, BSc Forestry student. And Supra introduced me to this book club. She was constantly trying to catch up with my schedules actually. So nice to meet you all and excited to join other sessions too. Thank you.
Thank you, Raksha. Thank you so much. I hope you'll have a wonderful journey. Who else? Who else is new? Can unmute and quickly share. Anyone else?
Yep. Hi, Kiran.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yep. Hello, everyone. This is Nikila. So I'm actually working in Bangalore. So yep. I have come to know about this through the meetup. Yep. It's nice to be a part of this great journey and this book club. So hoping to learn more from it.
Thank you. Thank you, Nikila.
Yeah. Thank you all.
Anyone else who's new, or we covered everyone? Rajat, I think Rajat is the old guy. Ruben is covered. I think we have covered pretty much everyone. So guys, in case I miss out, a humble apology, but then do message me in the chat so that I can bring you on the stage and you can share your introduction as well. Okay. So we'll move to the next set of speakers then. So quickly, I think Supra must be waiting for that workshop and her talk. So let me take Supra and then we'll go with the next speakers. Go ahead, Supra, you're on the spotlight. Supra, you're on spotlight. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Kiran. A very good evening to everyone. So I was thinking, if Arjuna would have never met Partha, if Hercules would have never met Phil, if Bill Gates would have never met Warren Buffett, and so on and so on, and Supra would have never met Vijay or Kiran, and so on, the list continues. So what do you think I'm talking about today? Yes, my meeting with a leadership mentor is the topic for today, guys. For people who don't know me, I am Supra, working as an Okay, I'm yet to know my title, guys. I'll be joining a new company. About me, I run a book club along with Bharat, and part of Kiran's team, personally mentored by Kiran. That's about me. So coming to Parth and Arjuna, let's start understanding this. One fine day, a man was sitting in a chair. He was a journal, a writer, whatever you can consider him. He always was in the name and fame of multiple peoples. So his name used to be listed in the magazine when he write any good books or any good articles or anything. One fine day, he was sitting in his chair, calm and very peacefully. And he was clueless. It's just like the Monday blues, right? How you are in the Monday morning. He was in the same state of mind. He had nothing really to understand that what his next article will be, where he will be heading in his life, what he really wants in his life. And all of a sudden, there was a giant man standing beside him, wearing a suit, a tie, a shining pair of shoes. And he just kept his hand on his shoulders. So this guy who was sitting in the chair slightly turned and got shocked, because he was in the office room sitting calmly and thinking about his next article and what he should be doing. And this man introduces himself with various other ways, but the person sitting in the chair started ignoring him. Who are you that you came to me? And started talking in this way. So he said that the company where you are sitting today, I was the man of the year for 5 years from here. Then this guy started laughing at him, okay? And he did not believe, but he had a suspicious look, because the attire he was in, it was the attire of a businessman. He had a small, what do you call that? Guys keep a kerchief in their pocket, right? He had that with a Mickey Mouse clips on that. I'm missing out the words, so I guess guys will be knowing it better. Yeah. And after observing all this, he was a little clueless. He just thought, how can someone from anywhere just come and tap him and start talking and introducing and says that he's a great person, but he never heard about him at all. And fast forward the story, it's a very big story. I'll just say the connection between this guy and this. So there were a lot of conversation between these two people for a quite long time. And this guy realizes that he offended him a lot. And then later on realized that he was a person who has explored a lot of things in his life. He's already way successful. And he was his dad's friend who always kept an info about this guy. And this guy was in a very bad state. His parents passed away and he was dealing with a lot of other things. And this was a person, a light, a ray of hope in his life, who told him certain words, who told him a lot of other things, which you consider to be a person as a leader. So then he was in a calm state of mind, and he realized that there is someone who can guide him where he was stuck at that moment with the thoughts of the Monday's blues where he was. And he did not know actually who from where he came, but later on he said, this is the day when I met someone and it changed my life. The objective of saying this story today is, guys, I'm sure everyone would have come across someone in your life whom you would have ignored, or maybe you will have a story of whom you will be meeting a leadership coach or a mentor. You may not consider that person as a mentor, because none of the leaders or mentors come with a great title to prove you that they can be your mentor. A mentor can be anyone, and it could be anyone from anywhere. They can come into your life. It is you who is going to accept and not close the door for yourself. So before the person left, there was a beautiful saying from him which really changed his mind, and that was, if everyone would sweep your own doorsteps, don't you think the world will be entirely clean? So the objective of saying this is, let's start taking the responsibility of only each of us, ourselves. I take mine, you take yours, your roommate takes his, your spouse, your partner, with whomever you stay. If everyone starts taking care of each of our responsibilities, and we are a leader of our own, think how beautiful the world really will be. And that's the only message for today, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you for being a good listener. Thank you, Kiran. Yeah.
Amazing, Supra, and definitely people who are connected with Supra and Bharat, they are a gem of mentors and they are a gem of people because the passion which they carry for the value which they bring to people, as well as Bharat when he brings passion for the health side of it, it is amazing, a deadly combination. Amazing, Supra. Thank you so much for your talk. Great. So we'll move to the next speaker. Vishal, are you online? Can you switch on your video and the audio if you are ready with your talk? I'll just spotlight you.
Yeah, hi Kiran.
Yeah, go ahead, Vishal.
Go ahead. Yeah, good evening, everyone. Today I'm going to talk about a story about a person called Karoli Pakak. He joined a Hungarian army and he wanted to become a world-class shooter. So he was practicing very hard, but unfortunately he couldn't get a chance in Olympics because one of his senior got a chance in 1936 Olympics. He was trying very hard and he kept on doing good work. In 1938, what happened was he lost his best hand in a grenade blast. This was a mistake done by one of his colleagues. He didn't blame anyone, but he kept on practicing and he kept on practicing with his one hand. In 1939, he went to an Olympic meet that was held in Hungarian athletic meet, and everyone were happy to see him that he came here to spectate them. But he said, "I am not here to compete. I am not here to spectate. I am here to compete." Everyone made fun of him and laughed at him, but he came as a winner in that meet. So he was one among the favorite shooters in Hungary. What happened was he was given a chance in 1940 to participate in Olympics. But unfortunately, due to the World War, he couldn't participate in 1940 and 1990, 1944 as well. He didn't lose his hope and he kept on practicing with his one hand, and finally he got a chance in 1948, and but he was already 38 years old. People made fun of him when he entered the arena, but he said that let my actions speak. And finally, not only he won the gold medal, he came as a he he broke many records there. Next, he also won in 1952 Olympics. He was a Olympic gold winner there as well. So what I want to say is the tough times never last, but tough people do. So today I'm going to share some of the lessons which I learned from this book. One thing is there will be problem. The problem will be for everyone, but the tough people overcome and the problem can be solved. If they cannot be solved, they can be manipulated. They can be molded by negotiation. Second, we cannot control everything, okay, but we can control how we react. Third point is let's take the tough times as a stepping stone and and think about the greater possibilities. Okay, that's all, Kiran.
Amazing, amazing, Vishal. Thank you so much. In fact, the book which you're covering is one of the most important book and very relevant at this point of time. And you did a very good delivery with the story you started, and then you took the book and then summarized with your two to three important points from the book. Amazingly covered, and we're waiting to listen from more from those books because that's one of the best book even I've read in my life. Thank you so much, Vishal. Great.
Thank you.
So we'll move to the next speaker. I think we have Raksha. Raksha, can you go next? If you have bandwidth, maybe you can switch on the video if you want to speak. Raksha.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I'm here. So I can't switch on my video actually. I'm in my hostel, so.
Okay, good. No issues, Raksha. Go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah, Supra actually shared a book named How to Win Friends and Influence, written by Dale Carnegie. So the first topic which strike my eyes was love and let live. So like everybody is going after a materialistic world nowadays, and choosing a career concerned with the nature conservation, etc. Like people always ask me, why do you do this? You could be an engineer, you could have been something you could earn, like. So I would always answer, like, love and let live. So even though the story was completely different, but the topic was like just the heading. I fell in love with the theme. So coming back to the book, the author narrates a marriage story and how it happened for wealth, and how love changed the perception from money oriented relationship to a wonderful love story. uh, it's the beauty of the story, actually. And from that book, uh, not only how to improve relationship with friends, life partners, and even the communication advice are the was really wonderful. And yeah, it was a wonderful book, and I should thank Supra and you too for a wonderful opportunity and a great initiative. Thank you, Kiran.
Thank you so much for short and sweet talk, Raksha. It was really amazing hearing you. I'm sure I'll listen and see more of you as well. Great.
Yeah.
So we'll move to the next speaker. Sashi, you will go next.
Sure, bro.
Just a second. Yeah, you're spotlighted. Yeah.
Do you ever know we can make a new habit by spending 2 minutes a day? Yes, I'm serious. We all have very big dreams and aspirations, but not all of us reach to those goals. Hi everyone, my name is Shekhar. Today I will be sharing one secret lesson to start a new habit. Most of our habits and goals won't last more than a couple of days. Reason behind that is consistency and too much of procrastination. Now I have a very powerful strategy. Do you want to guys listen? Yes. Say hello to mini habits. Say hello to mini habits. Too simple? No, it's not. Too complicated? Again, no, it's not. When you start a new habit, it should take less than 2 minutes to do. Yes, any habit can be scaled down into a 2 minute version. As I said, let's suppose if your goal is to read books, then read one page every day. If your goal is 30 minutes of meditation, then just take out your yoga mat. That's it. That's it. If your goal is to run 3 kilometers a day, then tie your running shoe every day. How much time does it take to do these activities? Less than 2 minutes. The idea is to make your habits as easy as possible to start. Once your brain is habituated these activities, then achieving your goals or new habits are very easy. And let me tell my personal story. Yesterday, I had applied the 2 minutes rule again. My goal is to do exercise every day and read a book every day, and so apply some kind of oil to my head. So that is the three goals which I need to follow consistently. So these are the three things. Yesterday, I have a too much amount of office work, and I had completed all my office work at 3:30 a.m. in the morning. After the time, my eyes are too much of the sleeping. At this time, my brain is saying that you are already exhausted. You can sleep, no problem. Why you are just worrying about all the activities? But I decided myself why I'm missing something in my life. So immediately I just went outside, and the weather is very cool early in the morning. I just take all the cool water, just applied into my water. At 3:45 a.m. in the morning, I do exercises. But it's been less than the 2 minutes of the time. I did smaller warm-ups and do some couple of push-ups I did. And that's it. That's it I only did. After coming inside the room, my body is full of sweating at the time. Now again, I said to myself, no, you are already exhausted. You can go and sleep. Again, I said myself, no, another goal is there. I need to follow consistently. So I just taken some random book. I do not remember what is the book I have taken at the time, but I just written the index page of the book. I don't know what's the book also, but I just written the index of the book. But maybe that book is having the 2 paragraphs in the page, but I just read that paragraph. And again, my eyes are just keep on just go and sleep. It's pushing me like anything. Again, I just wake up. No, it's been already 4:15 a.m. in the morning. You need to sleep at this time. But again, I hit. No, I need to apply some oil to my head. So what I said, okay, let's do something. And I just forcefully I just went to the near to the mirror and just some kind of oil to my head. So at the time I'm sleeping, I have that kind of satisfaction. I achieved something in my life because the consistency when you just follow something, the good habits your long last. So I just wanted to share these all beautiful story to everyone. Thanks for giving the opportunity. Over to Kiran.
Super impactful, Sashi. I think the end portion was I enjoyed it, the way you expressed yourself. At 3:30 a.m. to like 4:30 तक क्या क्या हुआ आपके साथ, was superbly, amazingly conveyed. And in fact, Girija was also again texting me telling that Sashi is very stylish, man. कितना stylish style लेके आके body language के साथ बात करता है. And you amazingly spoken, Sashi. Thank you so much for sharing your talk. Really enjoyed it. Great. So thank you. So we'll move to the next speaker. Revati, if you're online, you can switch on your video and audio. I can spotlight you.
Yeah. Hi, Kiran. I'll not be able to turn on the video. I'm sorry. There is no power and my battery is also going down.
Sure. Go ahead.
So anyway, I wanted to cover the topic at least. So yeah. So good evening, everyone. So today the topic that I want to talk is on the cash flow quadrants, and this is from the book The Business of 21st Century. This is Robert Kiyosaki. So I'm sure that like every one of us, like we want a lot of free time that we want to spend with our friends, family, and also yeah, definitely who doesn't want a very good luxurious home? I mean, what not? Like there is nothing wrong in dreaming or thinking that we want big things. But before that, I guess we should understand where we are, okay, and what we want. So to know that, basically Robert Kiyosaki tells that
Revati, we can't hear you. Are you there?
which is nothing but S. So these are the small business owners. Like I have personally seen my dad when he had his own venture, right? So like when he was an employee, he used to think that I don't want to work under someone, so I want to be owner for myself, my own business and everything. But what I have seen that always he used to run behind that, like he used to have that on his mind for 24 hours. So it's just like you're never free from that tension. Instead of the office, it's like you're 24/7, you're just behind that. So it's like you're still an employee only. Okay. And next comes the business owner. So this is nothing but like we as an employee now, we all work for someone, right? So there are many people like who work for them. For them, it's like they don't need to work, just the business works for them and they create their own wealth. So that's how the B quadrant works. And the last one is the investor. So investor is nothing but, see, they invest the money and that investment gives the money back to them. So this is more like a, let's say I'm investing something into the stocks. Definitely it's not like few $1,000 that I can invest, might be some crores or some kind of turnover, right? So that is the investor. So I mean, finally, like I would like to conclude that, see, there is nothing like this quadrant is good or this is not good. It's all about what I want and what is the choice that I want to make. So if I really want to play safe and might be I don't want to take much burden, or the risk, definitely the E and S is something which we most of us are. But if I really want to do something, I mean, I want the financial freedom or time freedom, then we have to look for the B and I, which is the business and the investor quadrant. Yeah. I hope I have conveyed the message. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Revati. Revati conveyed a very important message. It's all about the mindset. Whatever choice you make, you have to decide and you have to transform your mindset before you move something in reality. It's all about mindset. If you believe that you're an entrepreneur, your activities, your habits, your actions will behave like an entrepreneur. And if you're an employee mindset, your activities, your behavior, lifestyle, the way you live every day, that will behave like an employee and self-employed. So if you just change your mindset, everything will change around you as well. Amazingly covered, Revati. Superb talk. Thank you so much. So we'll quickly move to the next speaker. We'll take Rohit now and then a couple of speakers more. Rohit, I'll spotlight you. I think you have a very interesting talk. Where is Rohit? Achha, yeah. Go ahead. Yeah, your spotlight. To unmute yourself. Rohit, you have to unmute. I think I can't hear you. We can't hear you. 1 second. Rohit, you're muted. Can you unmute yourself?
Some problem in the headset.
रोहित आप अपना headset unmute हो गया अब बात करो.
Yeah, I'm just
perfect.
I think it should be fine now.
Yes, it's fine.
Kiran, is it fine now?
Yeah, it's audible and visible.
Hello.
Yeah, Rohit, it is audible.
Okay, there is some problem. Okay. System. Hello. Is it fine?
Yeah, it is fine now.
Hello. Can you hear me?
You're audible, Rohit.
Hello.
1 second. No worries. I'll call Rohit meanwhile.
Okay, no problem. So is it if it is fine, then I can speak. Is it now?
Is our voice audible, Rohit? You're audible. You can go ahead.
Okay, fine. Good evening, everyone. And sorry for the delay. Actually, I am having some problem with my headset. So I'm just sticking with the system microphone. Hope it is fine. Okay. So my topic for today is from the book Men Are From Mars and Women Are From Venus. So this is the book. I'm reading it in my mother tongue, and because I wanted to give it to someone else who doesn't understand English. So I have read it almost done, and I have learned lots of things from it. And what is most important thing is that I can summarize this book in 2-3 lines, but I don't want to do that because I discussed with Kiran. So I'm taking this book summary in 3-4 parts so that I can go deep into it. Okay, and I will also explain this with my personal experience as well. So let's start. Okay, so what this title means is that men and women both are evolved differently. So both are having same mind, but their mindset is different. Okay, the capacity of the mind is same, but their thinking, their programming is different, because men are used to be hunter and women are used to be gatherers from the earlier times. So from that evolution perspective, women has evolved their mindset into a different kind of thinking, and man has evolved into a different kind of thing. That's why this title came, Men Are From Mars and Women Are From Venus. So this is what it means. So what it means that in Mars, people are having this mindset that they value success, strength, competency, those kind of things matters a lot for them. While in Venus, love, compassion, and living with harmony matters the most. So we have lots of differences. So we should remember our differences, because if we expect same kind of behavior from our spouse, from opposite sex, that's not going to be happen good for them, because men need to understand that women cannot behave like other men, and women also need to understand that men cannot behave like other women. They both have a different kind of mindset. Now, second point is that we all are having the good intention, that we want to love each other, till end, but that's not going to happen. When we fall in love, we think it's a magical feeling, it will last till eternity. This relationship will not break, and we will love each other till the end of the life. But this is not going to happen. This is not the true story, right? We will struggle, and we should not expect that we are eccentric exempted from this problem that our parents had faced, right? We will also face the same problem, and one day our love is going to die. So that we need to remember. Now come to the second chapter of the book. This is the first chapter. Second chapter is that there are lots of points, so I'm just covering 2 points. First is the life on Mars. How is the life on Mars looks like? So I already told that in Mars, people value power, competency, efficiency, achievement. They always do things to prove themselves and develop their power and skills. They experiment fulfillment primarily through success and accomplishment, right? Everyone wears dresses to reflect their power and competency. So this is a very important point where power and competency came, because in Mars people achieve goal. They give importance to goal because this is the way they measure themselves and other, right? In the Mars, right? Martian people don't take advice if it is not necessary, because it shows that they are not competent enough. If they want to take advice, then they will take the advice from the person whom they respect and whom they believe, right? So they don't take unnecessary advice from anyone. And talking about problem on Mars is an invitation for advice. So this is how life looks on Mars. Now come to the Venus. That is a very complex planet. So that I try to simplify. So in Venus, people value love, communication, beauty, relationship. They spend lots of time supporting, helping, nursing each other. They believe in living in harmony rather than they fight with each other. They don't show strength, rather they show compassion, love, and respect. Personal expression, especially their feeling, is very important. They don't look often for the solution of the problem, but they talk about it. And that's the way of how people life on Mars, life on Venus looks like. They are not always looking for the solution. They just wanted to be heard, right? So communication is very important on Venus, because without communication, they cannot live happily, right? And most important, there is no dress on Mars. Contrary to no dress on Venus, and contrary to Mars, on Venus people tend to wear different dresses on different occasions. They don't want to wear the same dress ever again. Second thing is that they can change the dress many times a day according to their mood, according to how they feel, right? So that's the main difference in Mars and Venus. Let's come to the last point. Women, they try to help men by giving them solution, but men don't want solution because they don't need, right? If a woman try to give solution to man, what man thinks that he is not competent enough to solve the problem, and it is an insult. But women is basically trying to help him, trying to love him, because this is how people on Venus do things, right? So these are some differences that I'm covering today. There are a couple of more points that I will be covering sooner in the next sessions. I will be just finishing this talk with one quote, that is, love is magical and it can last if we remember our differences. Thank you, everyone.
Amazing, Rohit. In fact, everyone started visualizing, and I think the best person who could have really leveraged the talk is when if you're married or if you have your girlfriend, boyfriend, both should be here listening to Rohit's talk, so that at least you can forgive each other.
I'm sharing with the experience, so lots of experience. I'm not married, but yeah, lots of experience.
Great, awesome. Thank you so much, Rohit, for an amazing talk. We'll move to the next speaker. Gayatri, if you're available, I'll spotlight you. You can go ahead next. Gayatri, yes.
Hello, Kiran. I am audible?
Audible and visible both, yeah.
Hello, everyone. I am Gayatri from Pune. So today my topic is from the book, What to Say, Talk to Yourself. So in this book, the author says every person should, each of us is programmed that from birth, 75% and more, that our programming can be negative, and it is working against of us. So जैसे विजय भैया ने सर्वो मैकेनिज्म में कवर किया था, जैसे हमारे ब्रेन को कैसे भी हम ये सर्व करें, वो वैसे ही थॉट क्रिएट करता है, like this. So today various ways that you erase and replace the past mental जो negative programming है, that नेगेटिव प्रोग्राम को पॉजिटिव कैसे हम बना सकते हैं वो प्रोग्राम को. सो that are what are the missing ingredients which are not allowing to successful. So first missing ingredients है performance. So without constant attention and effort, even the most exciting success breakthrough run their course and eventually end up our good ideas and intentions. So इसलिए हमेशा परफॉर्मेंस करने के लिए यू हैव टू मतलब आपका आइडिया अटेंशन एंड एफर्ट बहुत जरूरी है. So second ingredient is knowledge of physiological process. So in this point, author says the brain runs like a ship. जैसे हम ship जैसे चलाते हैं ना, वैसे ही ब्रेन हमारा जो भी कंट्रोल करता है, जैसे हमारा रेस्पॉन्ड डायरेक्शंस एंड कंट्रोल करता है हमारा ब्रेन हमारे ये का, वैसे ही अगर हम पॉजिटिव थिंकिंग हमारे ब्रेन में डाले तो वो हमेशा पॉजिटिविटी ही पॉजिटिव आते हैं. Then the third ingredient is set up positive directions. जैसे हमारे सबकॉन्शियस माइंड में तो सबकॉन्शियस माइंड में आप राइट डायरेक्शन डालोगे, वैसे ही आपका थिंकिंग पॉजिटिव एंड प्रोडक्टिव होगा. सो एक एग्जांपल है, एक्चुअली मैं जब बचपन में बहुत शाय थी और लोगों के सामने आने को बहुत डरती थी, बट आप धीरे धीरे ऐसे ही मतलब जैसे कॉलेज वगैरह में सेमिनार होता था तो वो भी मैं स्किप करती रहती थी, अरे लोगों के सामने जाना होगा, बोलना होगा. तो बट आफ्टर एसोसिएशन एंड PIM किरण, तो ऐसे एसोसिएशन में मिलके मुझे ऐसा लगा नहीं मैं भी लोगों के सामने आ सकती हूँ, मैं भी कर सकती हूँ. तो मैं अपने ब्रेन को पॉजिटिव डायरेक्शन दिया एंड फिजियोलॉजिकली अपने ब्रेन को प्रोग्रामिंग किया. देन आज मैं अभी परफॉर्म भी कर रही हूँ. सो थैंक यू फॉर लिसनिंग.
Thank you so much, Gayatri Chachi. It's really amazing to see your transformation. And every time you speak, it is an inspiration to all of us, because you speaking is not something to compete. It is about inspirations. And that is where it is all about. Keep speaking.
Sorry, actually मुझे थोड़ा डर लग रहा था तो मेरा थोड़ा ये हो गया था.
बिल्कुल अच्छा था, कैसा लग ही नहीं रहा था कि आप डर के बात कर रही हो.
Thank you.
Awesome, great. So we'll take the last speaker and then we'll come to the summary part. I think we're almost running almost to the end of the time. So who will be the next speaker? Okay, let me just check. I know that we have Charanjit, you'll go next. If you can switch on your video and audio, if you want to speak next.
Yeah, Kiran, I'm audible?
Yes, you're audible.
Okay, I'm the lucky one. Got the chance. Okay, hello everyone. This is Charanjit Singh, working in Pune, but basically from Punjab. Today I will talk about my learning from a book written by Brian Tracy. This the How to Be Smart. The chapter named is Creative Thinking versus Mechanical Thinking. So, as the word says, the creative thinking. What does it mean? People who are really creative, like they keep on looking for the solutions. They keep on looking for a better options, how to do the things, to find the easier way to achieve the goals as soon as possible, right? So whatever inventions that we have experienced so far in terms of technology and in other fields, those are being done by the people who are really being a creative ones. So the another thinking is the mechanical thinking, where which is kind of rigid and inflexible, where people think that there is only one way to do to treat a problem or to find a solution. Uh, so I will give my example, like how I had the mechanical thinking earlier, but somehow I have overcome that, and start now I am going towards this how to be a creative. Uh, I remember the time when I was new in my corporate career. I am not from technical background earlier, so I had very less experience in that area. So I don't know about the advanced Excels and how the Excel works. I just knew the regular commands how to do it. So when I started doing the work on my project, I was spending lots of time on doing the repetitive things and taking more time. So, but as we know, sometimes we meet people, or sometimes it clicks to our mind that how to be creative, right, or to get another way to do the things. So somehow I happened to come across one person who was senior to me, who actually told me the way how I should do my work in a better way and in a faster way. So he told me about there are shortcuts, there are some advanced commands, there are VLOOKUPs that you can apply, and you can generate the report in a lesser time, right? So from there it clicked me like there would be another way to do other things as well using the same things, right? So I did some automations there, and so this is just my example that I'm sharing in terms of how the mechanic I moved from mechanical thinking to the creative thinking. So now I'll share what are the things that the people should do when they are on they want to be creative. So first thing is keep an open mind. What does it mean? So you have to keep your thinking approach like like the child has, right? You might have seen in your family or somewhere, right? This child keep on asking the questions like to their parents, why we do the things in this way? Why can't we do? What if we can do in this way, right? So the same thing you can apply in your project, or what if you are in business, or if you are in any profession, right? So what can be the other way to do it, right? uh, uh, the another thing I will share, people who are doing the work in IT, they can better relate it. We have one kind of meeting, like usually people attend, like which is kind of high level sizing meeting, right, where the people give the estimates. So can you think that keep the management, the stakeholder will invite those people who doesn't have the better approach and who don't ask much questions when any new project the team is and the company is implementing? No, right? Why? Because they need a people who can ask the more questions, who can ask for other solutions, who can ask for what if we can do this thing in this way, right? So that they save their time, or so that they can give a better solution to their stakeholder and to their end clients, right? So the another point is the best solution. Always seek for a best solution. Always try to get the as much as the information that you can get. So there is one quote. There is one time the someone asked the Albert Einstein. Okay, so if there would be a time when the Earth would going to destroy and we have only the 60 minutes, what you would do? He said, I will spend 59 minutes to just gather the information and 1 minute to solve the problem in a best way. So whenever you come across any problem, try to get as much as information possible, try to connect as much as dots possible, then go for a solution. Never rush to give a solution. And the third point is the systematic approach. So here also I will give you the example from my own experience. In my previous organization, so we were facing some issue. We were facing the issue in our project, like there was so many attrition was happening. So management was really concerned about that, like why it is happening, what they were doing they were hiring new people and they were giving them the KT sessions as much as possible. They were organizing internal as well as external training, but it was not working for them. So actually what was happening, they were not trying to identify the exact problem. They were identifying and they were giving the solutions on those problems which are not actually a problem. So I was also a part of that team, but the team, the size was huge. More than 30 people were there. So what was happening, there were some senior people who were not ready to, I would say, that transfer the knowledge that the people need, the new people need, in addition to the KT that they were getting. So as a senior member, I also felt my responsibility that, okay, it shouldn't work in, it will not work in this way. I have to do something for this. So I talked to my manager that, see boss, you are giving the solution, that is fine, you are giving your best, but you are giving the solution for a problem which is not actually a problem. So I told them that there are some people where to whom you can give the feedback or to whom you can ask to support the new people in a better way, so that we can make them feel better and we can make them feel comfortable. I think you all can relate to this problem, and most of the corporate people are facing such kind of problems, right? So what I meant to say here, you have to look for a systematic approach whenever any problem comes. First, try to write the problem and still ask the questions whether it is actually a problem or this is just the problem that I am thinking, right? Ask for more suggestions and try to fix the definition of a problem. So once that is done, ask for a solutions. What can be the solution? So never settle on only one solution for a problem. If we have only one solution, then that is not the right approach to solve a problem. Always look for more multiple solutions, because when we will have multiple solutions, you will able to band them and you will able to come on a better solution. So once that is done, determine how you will measure the output of the solutions. See, if I am giving just a solution to any problem, but I don't know how and when I will get the output and the result of I'll get the result, the solution that I'm providing, that will be of no use, right? People need the numbers. Companies need the numbers. If you are in a sales profession, if and you're giving some solution or giving idea, company will definitely look for how much the percentage that you will able to increase in terms of numbers, right? How much sales you can improve, right, for a company. So after that, assign the responsibility to a person. Have you ever seen in your corporate career that there is a project which is very crucial for your team and for your company, and there are no people to whom there is no assigned responsibility, right? Management always try to delegate the responsibility to each member so that they can set a ownership for each person, right? I think in our every project, there are the people, there are set of people who are the owner, who take the ownership and responsible for each and every uh, outcome of the project, whether it is a success, whether it is a failure, right? So the another is set the deadline for it. If you have a solution but you are not able to take a decision, okay, then hire some specialized people who can take a decision on the behalf of you and your team, right? So that's why we have the consultant kind of people, right, who take a decisions on the data and the information that they have on behalf of the companies, right? So I will share more about this chapter in my next topic, sorry, in my next session. I think due to shortage of time, I will not able to cover it, and I have to respect the time. Thank you for listening to me, guys. Thank you.
Amazing, Charanjit. I think one good compliment for you is that आपको अभी लाइव जाना है. अब नेक्स्ट टाइम जब मैं जाऊंगा आपको लाइव में जाके you have to share all those things because you cannot keep this information with you. I know you have a lot of content and I really appreciate, but now you have a tremendous goal to go live. तो आपको लाइव जाके सबसे बात करना है. You have to speak across because the content is very nice, because the problem, the approach to solve the problem, whatever points you covered is very, very important. It is relevant right now also in my corporate, in my personal life, and I'm sure सबके life में definitely implement करेगा. And
Sure,
thank you,
Kiran, thanks.
Sharanjit. I think after a long time you spoke. I was really happy that you're sharing your heart out. Thank you so much. Great. So I think we're almost end of the sessions. I know that there are a lot of speakers, so we could not take everyone. There was Shiva. Shiva was prepared one topic. We also had Gaurav. I don't know Gaurav if joined or not. We had Bhushan. I think Bhushan, I don't know whether he joined or not. A lot of other people which we missed, but nothing to worry. We can definitely take in the next book club. And that's about it. So we'll have a short summary of the book club. So today, the best part is that I have so many people to summarize. Samiksha told she wants to summarize. Sanjeev also wants to summarize. And Prakash anyway is there to mentor how to summarize. So let's start with Samiksha. Samiksha, if you're there, you can start with the first part of summary. Then maybe Sanjeev will take care of it. And if anything else, if anyone wants to add, they can add as well. So Samiksha, you can.
Yeah, sure. Thank you, Kiran.
Samiksha, your voice is breaking. Your voice is breaking. It's not clear.
So I think I might not able to speak. Let Sanjeev start it because it's raining here.
Okay, cool. Let me know in case you want to add. I'll again call you. Okay, Sanjeev, you can go ahead. I'll spotlight you. You can go with the summary. Yeah.
Yeah, hi all. I'll start from Karthik topic because I joined that time only. Remaining, can anyone summary? So shall I start with Karthik topic?
Yeah, Sanjeev, you can go ahead. You can go ahead with this.
Yeah. So Karthik today spoke about psycho cybermate topic where how people influenced by their personality. How people will empowered by their personality. Or yeah, he spoke about Maxwell before he was a plastic surgeon. Based on that, he did some study on how people are empowering by changing their faces. Same way he analyzed the mindsets as well. So that is one topic covered by Karthik. Then Sahana given the what PM offers for us for the for different programs she given along with the prices and all. Yeah, nicely covered. Then some new members introduced themselves, Rubin, Raksha and Nikila. Welcome to them. And then Supra spoke about the importance of mentor and recognize. I mean, she just actually told about the importance of recognizing your mentor. That is about the mentor importance she explained. And then Vishal topic is correct. Vishal given a topic from the tough time never last, but tough people will overcome the tough times. So, and he given the nice, I did not remember the candidate name, who is a shooter. He won the gold medal 3 times in Olympics after waiting for many years. Finally, he achieved whatever goals he want to reach. But still, lot of tough times hunted in different phases. Still, he overcome those tough times and he achieved his goals. Then Raksha covered a topic, love and let live, from the book How to Win Friends and Influence People. Yeah, that is also a very nice topic. Then yeah, Shekhar covered really a very good topic in a very good way. Say hello to many habits, and yeah, I really, even I want to follow that 2 minutes habits. I'll follow from tomorrow itself. Maybe next book club I will tell what and all I followed. This is one challenging area for me. Even the reading books also. Maybe I'll try at least 5 lines a day. Not that means 2 minutes. Yeah, the 2 minutes I'll follow and let you know. Thanks, Shekhar, for this very good topic and very practical thing. Very practical theory, in fact. Let's see. Then Revati covered about money quadrant. She explained the 4 quadrant. Then Rohit, Rohit covered a really nice topic. Men are from Mars and women are from Venus. He really covered within his time. He covered many points. In fact, all are true. This, I think, actually it should go a very deeper layers, but he covered higher level really nicely. I think people need to read this book. Actually, if there is a book, actually there is a book he showed in the Hindi, right? Really, everybody needs to read this. Then Gayatri ma'am, she covered a topic. She covered a topic from what you talk when you speak yourself. Maybe book title may be little wrong, but yeah, I think it is meaningful. I given what you talk when you speak yourself. Yeah, she spoke about programming your brain with positive thinking. So how to program your brain to cultivate positive thoughts and get the positive fruits. Then Charanjit covered about all the corporate world thinking, and he actual topic is mechanical thinking and creative thinking. This is really covered very nicely. As I mentioned in the chart, there is he told, right, we should be like a kids to ask many questions, and we need to try to do many things as others do. Kids do that, right? Whatever we do, they do. That way we need to try. Actually, in corporate, after some years we lose this. Actually, initially when we go to company, we'll go there, we'll try to do that. After some years, we'll I don't know, we'll lose that one, and we always do the same thing. So, but we need to think about that. We should do the different things. We need to ask questions, doubts, all those things. In our just I'll tell one point here. In our project, one big complaint from management is like from our manager, I mean senior manager, as well as our onshore counterparts, right? Our POP, our business partners and all. From them, the big complaint on our team is why you are not asking questions, why you are not speaking in any KTs and meetings. That is from last 2 years back, my manager raised this point, and he put a target that everyone need to talk in the meeting. At least within 3 months, everyone should be talking. So if you don't have any points, just say, hello, how are you? I'm fine. Something like that. So that is very good points he covered. Yeah, with that, I think I covered all the topics. Thank you.
I'm really happy you covered. In fact, as I was telling to Charanjit also, this is so important topic of corporate. What happened? The talk might seem a little bit longer, but it was all relatable points. It was so relatable that see if you just it just connected with Sanjeev straight away. It just straight through the heart. So that's so important topic, Charanjit. You have to go live with that topic because it will connect with a lot of other people as well. It is not just I'm saying because we just saw the way Sanjeev also expressed. It connects. It really connects with every one of us. So thank you so much. And yeah, so there's another, I think, Nasir, I know I could not invite you to talk today, but Sanjeev did not complete the whole summary. If you can quickly, maybe just 2 to 3 minutes you can take and cover the whole summary, and then we'll be done with it. And yeah, before everyone leaves, we can also take the photo so you can stay back for some time later. Yeah, Nasir, if you're there, you can quickly summarize. I don't know whether you're there. Nasir is there, kya? Nasir is not
dropped,
Kiran. I think Prakash is there. Prakash, are you online or you're listening to us?
Yes, Kiran. Today I'm in listening mode, like listening to one radio program. Okay, so I could not take a note today because I'm outside, and but I still remember I started with the talk from Arif, who talked about cure of XQ-citis, the disease he talked about, and then I think Mohini talked about one of the learning from Rich Dad Poor Dad. And then Uma talked about one of the practice stories. I think she shared some presentations, but I could not watch it. Okay, so she talked about some practice story, and she created a suspense this time as well. And I think these three topics before whatever explained by Sanjeeva. So that will cover all the things. Today I have something for Charan. Like Charan shared a very good topic here today, so I can relate it to myself. So the difference between creative thinking and mechanical thinking. See, Charan has given so much, so many examples. Basically, those are relating with each of us. And that if we follow that, that will be really helpful for us. And another topic is from I just forget the name. So I think it is shared by I just forget the name. The 2 minutes habit, that I think from Sasi. Yeah, from Sasi. So that is also very much relatable. So we just think about how we can do the things, and most of the time because of our procrastination as well, we do not do the things. But if we follow the simple things, let me give a simple example of today. I was just thinking whether to attend this session or should I attend this session or not. But I thought of giving a try. I just listened to some of the talks. But then if once I started listening to these talks, I started listening like a radio program, and I could not drop. So I'm till here at the end of the book club. So that's all from my side, Kiran. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Prakash. I think you always bring value each time you speak, and that is a specialty of yours. I think two talks which I remember was the starting wall. I think is Manish. I think Manish spoke about the power of subconscious mind, and as well as Girija spoke about the power of big pictures. I think these two talks which we got missed out. I think rest everything we have covered. So I really appreciate all of you to be there in the end. I know it got little extended today, but that's all right. कभी-कभी growth के लिए तो होता ही है. खेलते वक्त तो हम लोग anyway 3-4 घंटा तो time देखते नहीं है, right? तो कभी-कभार growth के लिए stretch is all right. So before we end, we'll quickly take a snapshot of all of you who are present in the end, because that will go as a cover pic of our YouTube recording. So sab apna photo, you can open your smiling faces and switch on the video so that we can take a beautiful photo. Karthik and Sana will be taking it. I don't know if Samiksha can open because her network is bad. Nikhila and Shravani, even they are new. Oh, Samiksha could switch on the video. Shravani, I don't know if you can hear us. Do switch on your video for a few seconds and we can